we're live, we're good, everything's all set.
Cool. Let's go. Well, we're back at Kittredge Field. Hopefully, the wait was worth it. Our video is back. We will take a quick break here. Just want to make sure that you all see, you all got it, you're all back here. We hope that you guys can enjoy the second half. We're about a minute and a half away from the halftime timer running out. So we'll take a quick break and then we'll be right back for the second half. Welcome back, everyone, to Kittredge Field. We're back and better than ever.
Oh, man.
Second half about to go underway. There will be a short advantage carrying over from the end of the first half. The Buffs will have for 14 seconds. They will have possession to start the second half.
And thank God I got a camera back up and running. I mean, we needed to start a new stream to do so, so hopefully we all file in. And we apologize again for it, but we're back up and running. You know, Buffs had a better second quarter. I mean, they were able to get more goals across, but still trailing the Rams. Rams done a good job translating defense to offense.
Oh, that one hit the side of the net. 3 seconds on the advantage. It will come to a close. Buffs still have possession, though. McIntyre trying to get back to Nam. Great play from the defender to get over there. And Tanner Rudigliano to break up the pass.
Yeah, he was checking right back in after the penalty and caught them napping.
Kevin Mulligan has it for CSU, and he has the ball stripped by Jake McIntyre. Perfectly placed swing, clean pickpocket. Here's Nam. They'll slow it down for a minute, just kind of catch their breath. As so do we.
Yeah, I apologize for the expletive just now. There's something wrong with the scissor lift we're on. It keeps like breaking in as I'm stepping on it.
Here's Jacob Bruce, back to Craig Nam. Keller, right on the straining line. Keller moves around one defender, looking for a shooting lane. Try to throw it towards the net, and the catch is made by Charlie Bebow, the goaltender for CSU, as a injured Buffalo again on the turf. And Weston Keller, who's down on the turf right now and seems to be in a lot more pain than McCarthy was when he went down.
Yeah, he took a shot, trying to get that one off.
Still
hope he's
10-2
okay.
Weston Keller here. He scored that really nice behind the back, like bouncer roller in the second quarter. He's already made his stamp here. But hope he's all right. He's up on his feet. Looks like he'll be able to get off on his own power.
Yeah, hopefully just maybe got the wind knocked out of him. As looks to be okay.
Doesn't look like a major injury. We hope that it's something of that nature and nothing serious.
Yeah, maybe just took a shot to the gut or something like that. I mean, not a lot of pads in lacrosse, but it's a physical game.
Buffs will start with possession here, fresh from the injury timeout. Nam over to McIntyre.
I think it's really important that the Buffs get this first goal of the half.
McIntyre shooting one. He scores!
Right on cue.
Right on cue. Tie game.
Yeah, and that's what McIntyre can do. Arguably the best goal scorer on this team. And he finds a crease there and makes it work.
That's his second goal of the game. He started the scoring in the first half, and he starts the scoring in the second half.
Yeah, now we're tied. I mean, I think this is the first time we've been tied since early in the
Since
first
1-1.
quarter. Yeah.
The Buffs had a 2-1 lead. Or no, they led 1-0. They have not led since. They scored the first goal of the game. CSU has either has had the game at a tie score or has led ever since. Buffs trying to gain their first lead since it was 1-0. It's Gardner. Finds Reyes. On the near side. Reyes. Back up. Michelati. Pass over. On the far side. Behind the net. Kali. Finds Roos. Swing it for Ben Shirley now at the top. Reyes on the far side. Goes behind the net and it missed. The pass is missed. Looking for Gardner, and the Buffs will turn it over.
Tough break there. I mean, you'd hope they would try to build on this momentum with the opening goal of the half, but now the Rams might have a chance, or not.
Well, they turn it over. Michelati. Hit from behind, he loses his stick and the ball, and now they'll stop play. Rams ball.
Fascinating. As many lacrosse games as I have done for SCOA Sports, I still find myself learning the rules as we go along.
Cade Ebers finds Rogers. Evers in the face-off circle finds Ahern. He'll send it right back to Ebers, guarded by Trevor Kunkel right now. Ebers, pass back to Rogers. Boyson, back to Ahern, shoots one, and the save is made by Chandler Naiman.
A nice save going down to his knee. Pick up that one. The Buffs got a...
Michelati right at midfield. Hounded there by Ahern. Swinging the stick around as Michelati will slow things down.
I think they might have called for a penalty there, trying to...
Kunkel finds Nam, and he'll slow things down. A couple guys fresh from the bench. Weston Keller back out there. Fresh off the injury. Nam.
Good thing today that both injured players have come back in pretty quickly after they went out.
Nam to the far side. Back to McIntyre. Settles down in the face-off circle. Move through to the defender. He's looking for a shot. Guarded by 3 Rams. Now passes back. Gardner shoots. Save made by Bibod.
Yeah, it was a good find by McIntyre, but Bivod has had a really solid day.
Beebod gets it out to Kyle Sear. And now the Rams will slow things down. Boyson has possession. That misses Boyson. Fighting with Jack Ryan over there for possession of the ball. Ryan still looking for it. 2 more players join the fray, and now cleanly scooped up by CSU and Carson. Ahern missed the net. That shot just whistles high. It's going to roll down. Quarter. Ebers right in front, and no going there. Buffs will take possession. Carpenter, heave up to Sheena. It's over his head. Oh, and scooped up there by the Rams defender and Will Scott. But now they fight for it at midfield. Rogers trying to take possession, which he does. Now he loses the ball. And Sam Sheena has it for the Buffaloes. Swing there from Rogers. Sheena able to get it away to Roos.
It's been quite a physical, fun game today.
And it's resulted in a lot of players losing control of the ball.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers. That's made for some competitive midfield lacrosse.
McConaughey gets it to Michelotti. And back to McConaughey at the restraining line.
We're looking for the Buffs to ramp up the pressure on this possession.
Under 8.5 to go. McConaughey. In front, Roos shooting one. Missed the net. Buffs will keep possession. 36 seconds on the shot clock. Colley has his pass picked off cleanly. A great read from Kevin Mulligan. Mulligan still has the ball.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a factor today. I mean, we've had a nice little breeze come in at Kidd as the game's gone on. It's kind of picked up.
This is Mason Daly, who has it. Back over to Ole Gerbig. Daly. Pushed off by Connor Chesson. Finds Rogers behind the Buffalo net. Around Meade. And a great save by Naiman.
What a point-blank stop. Really nice chance for the Rams there, but Naiman, just a brick wall in that time.
Chesson gets it away to Roos. Now he heads to the bench. Here's Craig Nam. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. In a tie game, only 1 goal in this quarter has been scored. It's been scored by Jake McIntyre. Keller, aware of the incoming Evan Shanks, and prevents him to just sneak up behind him. Here's Nam on the far side. Guarded by Shanks in front. Hamilton, stop made by Bleebout right in front, they score! Beebod made the initial save, couldn't grab the rebound, was loose. Roos picks it up and gives the Buffs their first lead since it was 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was about to mention as the scoreboard just went out. Everybody's having technical difficulties today.
They got it back up. Looks like they're all good.
All right.
Roos scores his second of the game.
A huge play from Roos. I mean, they've fought to get inside, haven't just given up on those shots that have been kind of deterred. They've been relentless, and they're finally back in the lead at a critical spot in this game.
Dylan Half in the face-off circle against Mike Kuligowski. Kuligowski trying to fight for possession. Scooped up there by McCarthy. He's done a great job assisting Kuligowski all season in the face-off circle, really helping to Kuligowski getting that 70% face-off win percentage coming into today. Gardner. Back to McConaughey at the restraining line. Trying to squeeze through 2 defenders, which he does. Still has possession of the ball. Gets it away to Gardner. Gardner spins around. Tried to tuck one in short side. Hamilton there to scoop it up and keep possession for Colorado. Shot clock is reset. Hamilton. Now back out to Michelotti. Michelotti on the near side.
Yeah, right now you got to be methodical. I mean, you're not quite in control of this game yet, but another goal will do numbers on that.
McConaughey's shot missed the net. CU will take control. 58 seconds on the shot clock. Bruce will have to start in the corner. Airs it out to Michelotti. Looking for a pass, gets it to McConaughey on the far side. Now Reyes. Reyes, guarded by Mulligan. Reyes in front towards Hamilton. The bounce shot missed Hamilton's stick, and Bebod was there to grab it this time around. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. CU has the only 2 goals in this third quarter.
Look at Bebod here, all the way.
Still has possession, loses the ball, and now it's a mad dash back for the net. Harrison Meade has it. Up to Hamilton. Hamilton's just got to shoot it. He pulls it away, and Bebod's going to be able to get back in his own net.
Missed opportunity there. I mean, you had a really, really good opportunity. He fell down all the way back to where, I mean, he looked like he was going to maybe take a shot on goal there. But interesting decision to pull it back and reset.
It might be just the clock game at this point, what they're trying to go for with about under 4.5 to go in the third quarter, now leading.
Yeah, I mean, again,
but in my mind, you'd probably got to go for the 2-goal lead there.
Yeah, I mean, you're still only up by 1. I mean, this game can swing. It's already swung so many different ways, as is.
Nam behind the Ram net with Bebod back in there. Pass in front gets deflected. It's loose in the crease and picked up by the Rams defense. Shanks has control. Shanks backs up at midfield and hands off to Rogers. Now an open chance for Rutigliano. Sayman, what a save by Naaman.
Woo. Had to kind of double clutch it, but huge from Naaman there. And that, you know, this lead has really been a huge part because of him. I mean, that point blank save, going back to it, fed into that go-ahead goal. And now the Buffs really got to take control with Naaman rolling.
Craig Nam with 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Buffs lead 8-7. It's their first lead since it was 1-0. They've scored the only 2 goals in this third quarter. You're watching ScoBuff Sports. I'm Alex Roberts and Harrison Simeon alongside me here on the scissor lift here in Kittredge Field. Weston Keller shooting one. Save. Rebound. Behind the back. Ben Hamilton.
Good thing the camera was on for that.
Unbelievable. What awareness from Ben Hamilton. It's the first multi-goal lead of the day for the Colorado Buffaloes.
Yeah, and just a great job, doing a good job of collecting the rebounds. The last 2 goals have been off of that. Those second chance opportunities, the Rams have really struggled to take control of in these last few minutes, and the Buffs have absolutely made them pay.
Off control by Kuligowski.
Whew, had a scare there. Camera went out for a second.
Don't worry, it wasn't out for too long.
Nothing we couldn't fix in a moment.
Don't worry, we were there for that spectacular goal. McConaughey shoots one off the post. Goes out of bounds. Just under 2.5 to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, this
Buffalo's
game,
in front by 2 now.
This game's teetering. Buffs really have made a push in this quarter, especially in the defensive end. They fed it into offense and have really controlled possession. So many more opportunities.
McConaughey was looking for Gall over there. has to chase it down. Excuse me, that's Michelotti, able to keep it from going out of bounds and turning the ball over. Great hustle to keep possession as Michelotti shoved down. Now whack from Mulligan, trying to keep possession for the Buffaloes. Here's McConney shooting one, missed the net. Good heads-up play from Reyes to not allow the Rams to take possession there.
Yeah, you can't beat yourself when you're in this kind of position. And the Buffs have had some scares, but not too many turnovers lately.
Hamilton, a couple spin moves, still has control of the ball. 40 seconds on the shot clock. 1 minute, 45 seconds to go in this third quarter. McConney stumbles a little bit, keeps his footing. Back to Roos. Roos, back up top. Michelotti, looking, shoots one, scores! With a minute and a half to go in this third quarter, it's 10-7 Buffaloes.
It's been a huge, huge last few minutes. You know, they trailed by 3 at one point, but now have scored 7 of the last 8 goals in this game. Trailed 6-3, it's now 10-7.
Huge run for the Buffaloes. Outscoring the Rams 7-1 since the Rams took a 6-3 lead early in the second quarter. They fight for it again in the face-off circle. And Kuligowski able to box out Dylan Houff. And now he slips. Aware of the situation he's in, Kuligowski across the restraining line, back up, lob pass to McCarthy.
Yeah,
slow things down.
And the Rams' strategy here is to play super physical, really try to, knock them off their spots. But the Buffs have done a good job staying unfazed.
Hamilton in front, his shot deflected off the leg of a CSU defender. It'll go out of bounds. A diving play to try and keep possession for the Buffaloes by Gardner, and it will not work out. Rams will control. A deflection off of Scott. Loose ball picked up. Hamilton has it. And a big save by Bebod. Bebod makes a huge save. And now here's Ahern with some room. Ahern missed the net. What a stop by Bebod to prevent the breakaway 2-on-1 type goal from the Buffaloes.
Yeah, almost disastrous for the Rams, but now they're right back in their attacking area.
Boyson missed the net. On the shot, he'll go out of bounds. 33.3 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Rogers gives to Carson. Carson on the near side, try to tuck it around. Naaman reads the play, able to prevent the pass. Here's Sam Carpenter. Final 15, final 10. Here's Ben Beckler. Beckler gives to Nam. 5 seconds, Nam. Looking, turns around, shoots one, and he scores! Craig Nam gives the Buffaloes a 4-goal lead as the third quarter comes to a close. 1.2 seconds to play.
Some shot clock cheese from Craig Nam there.
Almost looked like he was
Absolutely
going to
huge
pull it away and hold like he did at the end of the first half. But,
Yeah, but huge.
Obviously did not.
Maybe learned from his mistake, and it's just been all Buffs this quarter. Literally all Buffs, and they did a really good job preventing that last kind of gasp of this quarter from the Rams, and then fed right into a goal to end the quarter. And, just like that, we're up by 4.
Pretty much just a ceremonial face-off. They'll just shove it into the ground for a second, and that ends the third quarter. The Buffaloes outscore the Rams 5-0 in that third quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to Kittredge Field. We are ready for the fourth quarter here in Boulder. Of course, we're in Colorado. Both schools are in Colorado. Here in Boulder, they'll face off to start the fourth.
Yeah, what an amazing quarter. Buffs have scored 8 of the last 9 goals, but now it's up to the Rams to respond. Can they do it?
Mike Kuligowski wins the face-off again, really showing why he has won 70% of his face-offs this season. Well, we had the time here at the start of the fourth quarter. We want to give a shout-out. We got word from someone at halftime that there's been someone who has been very dedicated to watching this men's lacrosse team and our broadcast all season long. So we want to give a shout out to Diane from Pennsylvania. We thank you for tuning into all of our broadcasts, and we appreciate your dedication to this team all season long.
We've had so many dedicated fans, and just great to hear from people that have watched, so many broadcasts. And we've tried really hard to, we fought through technical difficulties, fought through weather delays, all that. But huge shout out to Diane again.
Here's Colley, back up to Keller. He seems like he's fine after taking that hit in the third.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, both injured players. Good thing they've been all right, and the Buffs have really contributed from their presence on the field.
Colley, just over a minute gone in the final quarter of the Rocky Mountain Showdown. McIntyre shoots one, a nice save by Bebaud.
Yeah, the Rams really got to translate their defense to offense. They've got to score a quick one here. I would imagine if they don't score one in the first 5 minutes of this quarter, it's gonna be a tough comeback. They need to set the tone.
Makes a big swing, trying to drive the ball loose. Here's a shot, and it deflects off the stick. That long stick proving to be a bit of a hindrance in this moment, as the Buffs defense were able to get over there and deflect the shot.
Yeah, huge play there. Looked like a pretty nice opportunity. But Buffs have done a really, really good job translating defense into offense. Now they may be trying to sit back, prevent any easy chances, any transition opportunities.
Connor Lesman had that shot that got deflected. The defender was looking to make a big mark and spark a comeback for the Rams. But now they still have possession. Here's a shot that just missed the net off the stick of Kate Ebers.
Yeah, awkward angle. Rams are really pushing, get back into it. They've got to score quickly.
Boyson, back low for Carson. Now Ebers from behind the Buffalo net as the CSU bus trails right behind our scissor lift to get ready for the end of the game. For the pack-up.
Well, good job by the Buffs on the defensive possession, taking it away, not letting anything easy.
McCarthy in the circle, loses possession of the ball. Right at midfield, able to get it back. Finds a pass up to Carlton Colley. Bounces once, is able to quickly get that into cradle. Roos with 12 minutes to go in the game. Rams need 4.
Yeah, I would have to imagine the Buffs really take their time. Though they still, they still would need to keep their foot on the gas. They don't want to let CSU to creep back up, despite their defensive effort this second half.
Michelotti finds McConaughey in front. Hamilton scores! And that's the hat trick for Ben Hamilton, playing in his final game here at Kittredge Field.
And on senior day, the story has been all about the seniors. Hamilton, an absolute beauty there. Good on the Buffs to set the tone for this quarter, extending that lead even more. They've had 9 of the last 10 goals and quite a few unanswered. I believe 6 now, or 6 or 7 actually.
It's 6 in a row to start the second half.
Well, the second half. Dating back to the first half, maybe I think it's 7, because it was 7-5.
You'd be right then. You'd be right then. The most recent CSU goal was scored by Lachlan Rogers late in that second quarter. Rogers has 2 goals for the Rams today.
But Hamilton has just been massive today.
Mason Daly working against Sheena. Daly shooting one. And Naaman makes another save.
Yeah, pretty casual save from Naaman there. Not tested too hard, but just still very important to get the possession back.
Mead able to get it over towards Chesson after he gets hit and squeezed in between 2 or 3 Ram defenders. Sheena gets it over to Roos. Finds Chesson, trying to get it in front towards Hamilton to try and add to his stellar day already. Colley behind the Ram net.
Rams are really, really on the ropes here. They need to make a really big defensive stop and get out in transition like they were able to do early on. Like got them out to their early lead. But Buffs have done a really good job of responding this second half. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. Not allowing a goal and just opening up a huge lead now.
25-second on the shot clock. Craig Nam behind the Ram net. Spinning around a defender, still keeps his footing. Looking for a turnaround shot, squeezed in between 2 Ram defenders. His helmet comes off, and there's dirty laundry on the field now. 2 flags come out.
Yeah, the Rams trying to just squeeze him, but he can't take his helmet off. Can't be. It's a physical game when you get in right in the muck of things, but
look at Hamilton. He's got the flag in his stick.
Can't quite get away with it.
Handing it back to the ref. He's got both of them. So we'll see what the advantage to Colorado will end up being. They've had 3 separate 30-second advantages. This will be their 4th of the game. Rams have yet to go up a man so far today.
I believe they did in the first quarter.
You might be right. You might be right, actually.
The first penalty of the day was on CU, but I remember they scored right off of it, right when it ended.
Oh, you are right. You are right. Remember, he's a little bit hazy from that far away because there's been so much that has transpired in this game and on our broadcast since then. It's just a 30-second penalty coming up against Caden Ron. McConaughey finds Roos. Now Gall. Back to McConaughey. Here is McIntyre. Fakes it. Here's a shot from Roos. Whistles wide of the net.
Yeah, I mean, whistles is a good verb for that kind of shot. They still got the chance, though.
McIntyre in front. Colley scores! Wide open in front of the net. It's a goal and the advantage for the Buffaloes, and their lead's now 5 with under 10 minutes to go.
And you saw there, he did the little go to sleep, putting the Rams to bed here at Kit Field. Opening up a 6-goal lead now. Unreal.
9 minutes to go.
You know, with how the Rams this game started, I was thinking we would be in for a really nip and tuck, going down to the wire, nail-biting kind of game. But right now, I mean, the Buffs have really just
dominated the second half.
Dominated, absolutely.
They've now outscored CSU 7-0 in this second half. The score was 7-6 Rams at halftime.
It was 6-3 at one point. Now it's
also true.
And it doesn't appear to be 13-7 according to the scoreboard here, but it is in real life.
Couple whacks there, trying to jar the ball loose off the face-off from Hoff, which they do. Hoff loses it. Now Kuligowski hit down on the ground. They still fight for it. It's now popped up in the air behind the Buffalo net, bouncing a couple times, and Rogers will scoop it up. The Rams will take possession.
That was some chaos there. Ball went flying. Rams doing a good job trying to just work their way back in. It's still 9 minutes to go. Can't call it over till it's over.
And with the shot clock, it does open the door for some sort of comeback for the Rams. If this is women's lacrosse, it's over. Diving play. Gerbig was looking for a shot there. Could not get it. Here's Jablonski. Up to Colley, who's also playing in his final game at Kittredge Field today. Kunkel has in the face-off circle, finds Craig Nam sitting over on the far side. 8.5 to go in this edition of the Rocky Mountain Showdown. Keller. Roos off the post.
Really nice find. Bruce
And
tried
look,
to
we got some
underhand
special
it.
fans out there, shirtless.
Lord.
Over by the snow pile, right by the electrical hub.
Can't imagine.
Here's
we didn't see
Gardner
him
now,
yesterday.
shooting one, and the save is made by B-Bod. Nam.
Can't imagine we'd have seen these guys yesterday in the cold.
Oh,
But
that would have been hilarious. That
As-
would have been like a Buffalo Bills game.
oh yeah, as soon as the sun comes out though in Boulder, I mean, that's what you
Not
can
nearly
see.
as impressive, but still fun nonetheless, considering there is snow right next to him. And it did snow yesterday. Keller with under 8 minutes to go in the game. Buffalo's looking to win their 11th straight in the Rocky Mountain Showdown and keep the trophy. Gardner in front. Knocked off the stick of Colley. Rams will get possession.
That one nearly bounced in. Oh, look
Colley
out.
pressuring B-Bod. He'll just get it out to Sear. Sear riding the near sideline. Trips up Gardner as he just hands it off to Sheik. And a timeout called by the Rams, their first of the half.
Yeah, much needed after it's been a bonanza from the Buffs, an avalanche of goals in the second half, and they're trying to control this one, bring it to a close. But still 7 minutes to go. I mean, you get a goal a minute, you win the game for the Rams. Though with how they played the second half, it's going to be really important just to get that first one, to just inch their way, claw their way back into it. Though for the Buffs, you're looking pretty good. You're trying to just send your seniors home happy. They've been massive today. And
Let's kind of recap
yeah,
here.
for sure.
Harrison Meade, the defenders, played very well today. Had a couple nice pass breakups. Trey Reyes is yet to score, but has still played very well. Or no, he does have a goal. Reyes does have a goal. Or excuse me, no, number 3 on Colorado State has a goal. McCarthy has been a factor as well, you know, getting some extra possession for the Buffaloes.
Fought through injury, too.
Exactly. Ben Hamilton, of course, has the hat trick. William Gall has been out there making some plays. Michelotti has a goal. Jablonski's been holding down things on defense. Colley, of course, has the most recent goal for the Buffaloes. Naaman, starting in net, has played out of his mind. And, of course, there's Jake McIntyre, who's got 2 today so far as well. Of course, David Baker and Mikey Thompson, backup goaltenders for this team as well. And Jonathan Gruner's played as well throughout the game as well, but has not seen the field as much. He was the captain last year, and he did score on senior night last year against Utah as a defender as well in what he thought was his final game last year. So he's made his mark on this program for sure.
Yeah, and all these seniors really have. I mean, it's been such a great season, and you have to imagine it'll carry into the postseason.
Ahern trying to shoot one. Say, man, what a save by Naaman.
He's been unreal, going down to a knee, stopping those lower shots. Look out.
Another steal right in front. They score with the flag down. It's going to go to Rogers. He's picked up the hat trick. And they finally answer the Buffaloes for the first time since it was 7-5.
Yeah, really important goal there from Rogers. I mean, you had the costly turnover from CU, and I mean, if you're the Buffs now, I mean, you got to play clean. You got to play clean to the finish, tick down this clock. Still 6 minutes and 42 seconds to go. So you never know. I mean, stranger things have certainly happened. These are two very, very good teams.
Under 7 minutes to go.
And you can't
Rams
imagine-
trail by 5.
Yeah, and the Rams are not dealing with the altitude as some of the other road opponents have as well. So it's not like the Buffs can just wear them down. They're used to this weather.
Kuligowski able to get that away to Beckler after he wins another face-off for the Buffaloes. Beckler whacked at by Mulligan. They'll stop play. Timeout taken by Colorado.
Yeah, pretty needed timeout. Trying to stop the momentum before it really gets back to any lead of nervousness that's needed. But a good job by the Buffs there of just gaining that possession off the draw, because I mean, once you get that goal, for if you're CSU, you got to win the next draw. You got to get that possession back and slowly but surely get the control back into this game. And if you're the Buffs, I mean, you got to limit the turnovers. If you're the Rams, you got to force those turnovers if you have any hope of getting back in it.
Time taken by Colorado, just about 6.5 minutes left in this edition of the Rocky Mountain Showdown. Buffs are controlled in the second half, but the Rams have the most recent goal, trying to stay alive, down by 5. But it's key. If they're going to keep scoring, they're going to have to continue. They're going to have to win some faceoffs against Kuligowski, which they started off well against Kuligowski. They won a couple faceoffs in the first quarter, but Kuligowski has been very comfortable in the faceoff circle since. He's been winning extra possessions for the Buffaloes throughout the second half.
Yeah, and if you're the Rams, I mean, you can't give up your defensive effort either. You can't be thinking about, oh, we have to score 5 goals in 6 minutes. You have to think about, we have to get this stop so it doesn't become a 6-goal lead. And then, you're on the brink again.
Here's Colley to start play up once again. Colley in the corner, 60 seconds on the shot clock. Nam. Settle it back up top to Keller. Keller. It's around 1. Hamilton in front. Nam scores! CU leads 14-8. They lead by 6 with 6 minutes remaining in the game.
What a goal. What a nice little drawn-up play. Seemed like Nam just curling in, finding himself right in front of the net. And that's easy money right there.
CSU is going to need to score a goal a minute to win this game. Need to get 2 quick ones.
Tie it.
They scored 2 in about 20 seconds early in the first quarter. And a foul committed by CSU. CU will be allowed to take control, and they can burn 80 seconds if they wish. McConaughey. Racing in, Drew McConaughey shoots one and missed the net. Roos is over there and will keep possession for the Buffaloes. Reyes now has it. Roos passed it to him. Fresh off the whistle. Reyes now has it. Down low for Hamilton. Hamilton, well under 5.5 remaining. Hamilton, back up, flag is down. Colley's on the turf.
That almost worked out in the Rams' favor, though, because they had a wide open shot at net if that wasn't called.
We'll sort things out. Naaman will exit the game. He's played very, very well throughout this one. And in comes David Baker, the senior goaltender, to get some action.
And it's senior day. I mean, you would have hoped to see all the seniors see the field at some point, and looks like the Buffs are trying to do this now.
Baker has been the
1 minute
backup
penalty
this season to Naaman. Got a .583 save percentage on 24 shots this season. He's played 5 games. It's a 1-minute penalty against Mulligan. And that pass was tipped. It will stay with the Buffaloes. McIntyre with 5 minutes left. Nam finds Gall. Nam back to McIntyre, fakes his shot, finds Gall, he shoots, saved by Beebod, and a rebound chance pushed away by Beebod again.
Tough break from the Buffs, but they haven't let up. They keep trying to extend this lead, maybe rub it in a little bit, trying to get the 11th straight win against the Rams.
Willie Gall to Nam. Gall again, he'll shoot. No, we'll pass to McConaughey, and his shot's clean off the back of Jack Sear. Out to Gall. Fakes the pass, now shoots one. And it whistles high over the net. 3 seconds left on the advantage. I think this team wants to get William Gall's goal.
You think?
They've been giving him all the opportunities. Advantage time ends for the Buffaloes. 4 minutes to go. They have 50 seconds on the shot clock. 4 minutes left to play in the 2024 edition of the Rocky Mountain Showdown. Buffs looking to win their 11th straight against the Rams. Nam, bounce shot, he scores! And there's the hat trick for Craig Nam. It's 15-8, and that one should put this game away.
Yeah, we were talking about the bus earlier of CSU. Then that one might have just sent them to the bus, at least internally. As huge game, huge second half from Nam. He's been really critical to extending this lead, giving them that cushion.
And I'll tell you this right now. In this win streak that the Buffs have had, they have played very well. They've won by 3 or more goals in all but one game in this 10-game win streak so far. They won 10-9 in 2015 on the road in Fort Collins. Other than that, they've won by 3 every single time since 2013.
Yeah, and this would be a huge win, not just for the rivalry's sake, but for, they're standing in the top 10, another ranked win, as they played a really tough conference but have come out on top so many times, especially with the emphatic win over Virginia Tech. But this one a huge one today because the Rams trying to push themselves into the top 15, or maybe even the top 10 if they were able to win today.
In front towards Gall. They really want to get him that goal, man. They're looking for him. They want the senior to get one more.
Yeah, they're trying to thread the needle for him, but not able to work at that time. Still got 3 minutes to get Gall his goal.
Kevin Mulligan up to Rogers, who already has picked up the hat trick today. Gavin Ahern. Around one defender. Here's a shot from Boyson that hits off the leg of Gruner. Now here's another shot. It was faked by Rogers. Still has it, guarded by McCaffrey.
Scared us, but we're good.
Apologies once again. No worries. We're back. Just had to do a quick power cycle.
Looked like
Nothing
a flag in the
too
play.
crazy like last time.
Looked like a flag in the play just now. Couldn't tell who it was on. I was internally freaking out they were going to miss the end of the game. 2 flags.
.210 to go. The officials discussing what they'll relay over to the scores table, which will then be common knowledge to not only everyone in attendance here, but also us here in the scissor lift, which once again, I'll mention this again like we mentioned in the first quarter, great attendance from both sides.
The crowd has been really active and the benches have gotten into it. It's been a Rocky Mountain Showdown through and through.
1 minute penalty coming up against the Rams. Ty Boyson, the offender. 2:10 to go in the game. And the Buffs are going to be able to kill 80 seconds of it right now. But I think I know what is on their mind right now.
Yeah, I was about to say I would have to imagine they were going to just run the shot clock out, but they got Gall on the field, so we'll see what they can do.
Gall is out there on the far side, wearing number 22. McConaughey gives to Gall, fakes a pass, now passes back to McConaughey. McIntyre, back to Gall. He's going to shoot, and he scores! There it is. William Gall gets on the board. And now the Buffs are doubling up the Rams 16-8. Gall in his final game finally able to put one through.
Yeah, that's storybook right there. Great to see the seniors. Their last game here in Boulder. And it's been a day of celebration, at least the second half of celebration for CU, and that will definitely put the final nail in the Rams' coffin.
Rams will get possession off the face-off as Kuligowski's on the bench there. It was Jackson Gallardo instead. Rogers loses the ball, still on the turf as they dogpile for it. A flag comes out. And it looks like this one will be against the Buffaloes.
Yeah, still
with 1:40 to go.
Still a rivalry, as always.
Looks like Gruner will be the one going to go sit in the metaphorical box.
Still some physicality out here, despite this game being just about over. But good to see the Buffs playing to the end, despite the big win. I mean,
it's a 1-minute penalty against Gruner. So the Rams will have their first advantage since the first quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Since early in the first quarter.
But, I mean, that's a huge thing from the Buffs. I mean, they've been able to play clean. They've been able to avoid those penalties, and they've really cut down on the turnovers and the sloppy errors and the sloppy mistakes that kind of cost them in the first half. And, you know, we've seen now when they play clean, they play like one of the best teams in the country.
Ahern over to Ebers. Kate Ebers up to Ahern. Rogers on the far side. Leaves for Carson. Rogers again, 30 seconds on the advantage. Boyson shooting one. Big save by David Baker. And he's going to have a memorable moment on senior day as well. Because here's McCarthy shaking Ebers. 1 minute to play in the Rocky Mountain Showdown. McCarthy has the ball stripped from his stick with 10 seconds on the advantage. It's Gavin Ahern to get the possession back for the Rams. Rogers around Meade. Rogers scores. It's his fourth goal of the game. It's a goal on the advantage. Cuts the lead down to 16-9 with 43 seconds to play.
Yeah, a little consolation prize for Rogers there. I mean, he'll still be happy to have a 4-goal game.
Rogers will get up to 28 goals with that one. Came in today with 24 on the season.
That's a solid season. I mean, credit to the Rams for playing to the end, not letting the clock just run out and give up on it. Able to get one last little goal in before this one comes to a close.
Face-off won by Jackson Gallardo, who's in there for Mike Kuligowski to end the game. And a timeout taken by Colorado with 32 seconds to play.
Interesting decision not to call this timeout. Maybe just, giving them some congratulations on the win. I mean, it's been a beautiful day here at Scott Carpenter Park. We fought through Scott Carpenter Park, not Scott Carpenter Park. It is Kittredge Field. But the fans have come out, and the CU fans will be headed home happy. Maybe Fort Collins visitors not as, maybe left a little sour, but themselves as really top programs. And we'll see. I mean, last 32 seconds of club sports we'll be live streaming this year.
It's crazy. We've done a lot this year. It started in the second week of the season of the academic year with club soccer right on this field. CU gold against the School of Mines. And it's ended with men's lacrosse on Kittredge Field against the Colorado State Rams.
Yeah, and my journey for club sports broadcast started last year, and with hockey, and I know maybe your ceremonious end to calling games was that hockey season, but still had some really fun sports to play as the Buffs look to run this one out.
Look at some new guys out there. Here's Hamilton with 20 seconds to play.
As Remy, Patrick, and Roberto look to be walking to the far corner of the field.
Hamilton scores one more and draws the flag. With 15 seconds to go, Ben Hamilton has a 4-goal game.
And once again, he says good night to CSU. What a game from Hamilton. The exclamation point of this win. As it's been quite a season for this men's lacrosse team.
And they're going to go into regionals with solely in possession of second place in the RMLC, which these two teams were tied for, with their only losses coming to BYU last.
As a Colorado student section would say, you can't do that. As
There's a flag on the face-off. Killian Marsh has it for the Buffaloes.
under 10 now.
5 seconds.
I'll leave it to you, Alex.
And for the 11th straight game, the Buffaloes defeat the Rams. CU extends their winning streak in the Rocky Mountain Showdown to 11, winning this contest 17-9, riding a 7-goal streak to start the second half, a 9-goal streak going back to late in the first half, and they finished the season 4-1 in conference play, 8-4 overall. They'll head to Utah next week for the RMLC regional tournament.
And an awesome day to celebrate Senior Day. I mean, the seniors were the story. They were able to get some nice little moments in. And what a day. Just what a day all around. And Alex, it has been an absolute honor calling club sports with you at CU. And I look forward to, getting our stuff done next year. But, we'll miss you in this the scissor lift, man.
Don't worry, I'll be watching. I really do enjoy the club sports here on campus. To anyone who's watching, if this is your first club game or your 30th, club sports are the real deal. If there's one thing that I've learned in the last 2 years covering all these teams, the men's lacrosse team, the women's club lacrosse team, all 3 hockey teams, the baseball team, club sports are the
Soccer. Real
deal. These guys are athletes. They can play sports at a high level and keep things entertaining. And it's such a fun atmosphere to it reminds you of going to those rec games while you were a kid. And, you have your parents watching. And you got maybe some friends that stop by. It's that nice community that really kind of wraps this whole thing together. So anyone at CU that is interested, next time you think, oh, it's just club, these guys are real athletes. And they can play, and you will regret not showing up to these games. And these guys are fun to watch. They're great players. I love club sports.
Me too, man.
So, for the final time this season, barring a reschedule for the club baseball team against the School of Mines, we're going to treat it as if this is the end. Thank you all for tuning in this broadcast here on Scobuff Sports. We hope you enjoyed watching the Rocky Mountain Showdown. We apologize for the technical difficulty. We thank you for bearing with us through that second quarter. For producer Nick Evans and cameraman and color commentator Harrison Simeon, I'm Alex Roberts saying so long from Kittredge Field here in Boulder. You heard it here first on Scobuff Sports. Have a great day, everyone.